Ultimately, it is, I think, a lot about personal responsibility when you were in that situation, and the responsibility of the community to make sure everybody understands drinking and driving is not okay.
Reaction there from Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty after a guilty plea in the deadly Park Tavern crash last year. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Randy Meyer.
And I'm Kelsey Carlson. Stephen Bailey admitted today to killing 2 people when he crashed into that restaurant patio back in September. His blood alcohol level was 0.33 after the crash. We have team coverage for you tonight. We want to start with Fox 9's Rob Olson. So Rob, tell us about this guilty plea.
Well, there was some question here in the last couple of weeks when third-degree murder charges were added. Now, if a plea deal would include those, and they did. Stephen Bailey will be sentenced later in July, and as much as 30 years in prison. The county attorney saying that this was a very clear-cut case as far as she was concerned, looking at the evidence. And again, this morning, Stephen Bailey in court pled guilty.
Alcoholism is a disease. Drinking and driving is not.
In securing a plea deal with 56-year-old Stephen Bailey, he agreed to admit in court that he knew what he was doing when he accelerated through the Park Tavern patio last September. That Bailey, with 5 previous DWIs, knew he was dangerously drunk, 4 times the legal limit, that he was trying to flee after hitting parked cars.
We are not always able to pursue third-degree murder charges when people cause death using their vehicle. But in this case, the facts clearly supported it.
Killed that day, Christina Folkerts, a Park Tavern server and mother of 3, and nursing student Gabe Harvey out with coworkers after their shift at Methodist Hospital.
I just really want him to know that he ruined everything.
On Tuesday, Fox 9 talked to Tegan D'Albany, who was with Gabe and among those seriously injured. She said victims and families had been told of a possible plea deal last week when prosecutors wanted their feedback. Her initial reaction was very emotional because she'd wanted Bailey to go to trial, wanted him to face families in open court, but felt better about it when told they'll still get to speak at his sentencing.
Saying that to him and making him listen is a lot of justice for me. So the fact that I'm still going to be able to do that, I'm okay with it.
The most serious charges that Bailey pled guilty to are 2 counts of third-degree murder. The county attorney says it was surveillance video from Park Tavern that helped justify murder charges.
And it was one of the most horrific videos I've ever seen, unfortunately.
Had one person decided against driving while drunk, 2 valued members of our community would still be alive.
Again, the sentencing coming up on July 28th. Bailey is out on his own until then, faces between 25 and 30 years in prison. Moriarty says they will push for that 30 years. As far as Park Tavern, the barricades that you see here, they were delivered this morning to prep the patio area for another season. They hope to get this open in a couple of weeks. They're having some more better-looking barriers made, but those are still under construction. So for now, these will do to keep this area safer. Live in St. Louis Park, Rob Olson, Fox 9.
All right, thank you, Rob.